Hi everyone, welcome to Total Party Killing It. Last week on They Might Be Kings, our intrepid heroes assisted Shamandi in protecting her manor, dealing with some bandits, clearing out the rest of what had been plaguing them. After which, they were granted their charters for exploring the stolen lands. Some of the individuals were given charters to go reinforce areas, whereas others, such as yourselves, were given charters to go deal with bandits. With that being said, let us get started. Hi everyone, how you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Here,
Perfect.
ready to kick ass.
So, as a either reminder or a notification, because I don't know if I actually told you guys this, you guys have been basically instructed to go clean out or deal with the bandits in an area known as the Green Belt. It is west of where you are, and you were told that a good first stop would be a place called Oleg's Trading Post,
Which is in Rossland, right?
which is in the Rostlin hinterlands. So I did tell you that. Sweet. So I will move you to the hex map.
By the way, good job, note taker, Jeff.
All I wanted was credit, and then I got it. Thank you.
You did a good job. So, with that being said, you guys believe that I was trying to play with this earlier and I couldn't get it to work, so I might still not be able to.
What's if you don't mind me asking, what's the distance between every hex?
So I do mind you asking, because I don't know, because they don't tell me.
I'm
Excellent.
gonna call bullshit on that.
No, they legitimately don't.
Half a
And-
mile.
One hex is 12 miles.
I was gonna say it looks more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that seems right.
It tells you in the top left of the map.
I think it might just tell you at the top left of the map.
Oh, can you guys not see it?
Uh-huh.
No, you cannot. Yes, so they are 12 miles. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get,
It looks like you're moving those pieces of glass.
Yeah, I am. Because I'm trying to show you... I guess this just isn't going to work for me.
Is that where we're going?
I mean, that is the general area of where you were going.
Are we gonna play some BattleTech?
Yes. You play BattleTech?
Chris,
No.
Chris is a
Though I would.
No nerd.
It was one of the first things I got into. I still have like a battalion of minis.
Hell, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Tanks, support vehicles, coolant trucks, whole bit.
Yeah, so the stuff that is on the map layer outside of the grid,
Sounds like Hot Wheels with extra steps.
I can't select, and I don't know how to get to it. So,
We don't need that.
that's where you're
Fucking
going.
Pathfinder 2.
It's just the map. So anyway, that dot is roughly where you guys are headed.
Need to go straight west.
So there is a...
By the way, did you want us to be able to see your rolls for the Stolen Lands hex exploration with Tartuccio?
No, I was just clicking on stuff. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, I was just faffing about with some stuff.
Cool.
So you guys are... Oops. Map. Circle. There we go. right here. So, Ardor, you are the survivalist of the group, from what I recall.
The survivalist is Thaljol, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the ranger. He's the tracker.
Oh. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a wood elf ranger tracker hunter.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove all these dying, wounded,
yeah.
fatigued.
Yes. You are, after your sleep for the evening, obviously, or not obviously, but all of that goes away, and you are no longer being assaulted by death. All right. So anyway, Thaljol.
I'm giant.
He's huge.
That's what she said.
He's 12 miles wide.
So Thaljol, being the survivalist of the group, I'm going to make you the token for the map so you can move you guys. Figure that makes sense.
Oh, thank you.
So you know that you do want to go west. And let me check something.
Are we in Chult?
Are you
Yeah, I know, right?
Are you what?
That's funny.
Are we in Chult?
So,
Yes.
before we left town, did we have an opportunity to offload our goods? Like any those 6 daggers we stuffed in our pockets and
You absolutely.
that magic wood axe?
Yes, absolutely.
Who the fuck is Durak?
Chris?
Who indeed?
Oh, Cloak Aspirin. Okay.
Clerk
I was like,
aspirant.
it's different down the funny. Yeah, Clerk Aspirin.
So, do you guys want to sell? What do y'all want to sell? Do you want to sell that axe?
We have 6 daggers, chainmail, a +1 great axe, 6 lesser healing potions, a jade and pearl necklace that we don't have a value for.
50.
My opinion,
20.
by the way, and this is simply my opinion, but things like little necklaces and baubles, if you want to hold on to them until we need them, we could maybe trade with them. I don't know what's out there, but it might not use money.
That's true. We also have a silver ring. What was the value of that one, Davis?
I think that one was 10. And if it wasn't, it is now.
Fair enough. The only things we have that we could quote unquote sell if we really wanted to would be chainmail, 6 daggers, and that +1 great axe.
What would that net us?
I'm willing to bet that the town that we're in could not pay us a crap ton of money for that because
you guys are.
gold value of the town.
You guys were literally like right outside of a major town, so you guys can go to basically like the major town at the south of Brevoy and trade there.
Sweet.
Chainmail is so it's
I was
6
trying to
gold.
look it up, but the fucking webpage that I was the Archives of Nethys or whatever was
One last silly question, Davis, and you can tell me to screw on.
I can.
Does product rarity increase the price? Like, do I know that if we take it out into the hinterland, we get much more for it because it's rare?
I am going to say you could use that in bargaining, but in general, no.
Okay. Well, I'll go with what's certain. But thank you for that.
Yeah. I mean, I would argue that, like, if you're in the middle of nowhere and you're trying to trade, like, a +1 battle axe to somebody who doesn't have a weapon, but they have money, you could charge them. If you're at a trading post that's, 100 miles away, probably not. It's a trading post. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So there's that kind of like balance there.
So chainmail is 6 gold each, so I can sell it for 3, right?
Yeah, you can sell for half. And then
let's see. Daggers are 2 silver points each, and we have 6 of them, so that'd be 12 silver points. That's 1 gold, basically. So half of a gold is 50 silver, so Or no, wait. Half of a gold is 5 silver. Hold the fuck on. So that means.
Chris,
12
have you
silver
visited
points would be
Cocaine Bear
2
recently?
gold.
I wish.
So we could sell 6 daggers for 1 gold, basically. So it'd be 12, yeah. So just add on another gold point to that. Alright, so that's. We bring that up to a total of 58. Get rid of that. Doodly do. That's. Are we selling the +1 great axe?
I'll leave that up to the party. I'm for it unless y'all want to do something fun with it. Like I said, just make it a chopper, or somebody wants to use it. It is a
Well,
great
my,
opportunity if you can use an axe.
I can't. The only I can only use simple weapons or my deity's proficient weapon, which is the bastard sword. Oh,
All right then.
Yeah. Say sell it. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking use an axe. I got a rusty fucking pickaxe.
Heck
How do I
yeah.
want a shiny magic battle axe for?
Oh, all right. So are you
how much
guys
can we get for it?
are you guys ready to be hilariously disappointed by how much that axe is worth?
I got to guess.
20 gold.
I was gonna say
5 gold.
5.
Oh, it's not quite that bad. It is a +1 weapon is 35 gold.
For us to sell?
To buy is 35 gold.
So we got half
Man.
of that.
So you get half of that. So you get 18 gold.
17 gold, 18 gold, yeah.
+1 weapons aren't that valuable in this game.
No. No, they
And
are
they're pretty
not.
common, then it would seem.
Okay, so here's where I guess it gets interesting. So you have +1 weapons, and then you have a thing called a striking weapon. So there's a +1 weapon, which is 35 gold, and a +1 striking weapon is 100 gold. A +2 is 1,000.
Yeah, because there's runes or whatever that you can carve
Right.
into weapons to give them special effects.
Yeah.
So what's the striking ability?
So striking just adds an extra damage die to the weapon.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that means like my 1d8 bastard sword would be a 2d8 bastard sword.
Yes.
Or
Nice.
it's a 1d12 when two-handed, so it would be 2d12.
Yes. Yes. That is what that looks like. Is how that reads.
And
So-
how much did you say that costs?
Which one of those?
The striking. How
Uh,
much is a striking rune?
so to get the rune itself, I think is like 65. It's the difference of a +1 to a striking. So I think is how that works. But anyway, if you wanted to buy a +1, because it has to be a +1 to get the rune on it, I believe. Oh, interesting. And for
Sounds
what?
super OP.
Well, a +2 is 1,000 gold. A +3 is 10,000, and a +3 with a major striking rune is 40,000. So it gets pretty expensive pretty quickly.
I was gonna say, like, you were like, a +1 weapon's only like 35 gold. And we were like, oh, big deal. And then you're like, well, a +2 is 1,000. And you're like, huh,
Yeah.
that doesn't, that's a big difference.
Well, it is a +2 striking weapon. So I don't even know if you can get a +2 that isn't one. Again, this is just what I'm looking at on some random page. So, anyway,
Right. Well, so let me do some quick math stuff here. So we've got
Oh yeah, quick math.
these 5 more gold, so 32.
Any of y'all gonna stow any 10-foot poles while we're in town? Actually, you know what? Don't buy any here. I can probably make them. Davis, can I make 10-foot poles out in nature?
So we each get
Y-
5 gold.
Can you find a tree that's 10 feet long?
Yes, I can find a sapling that's
Then yes.
a young tree. Yeah.
Everybody gets 5 gold.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
So the question is, can I buy a +1 bastard sword in this town
Yes.
for 35 gold? Right.
Yep.
All right. Cool. I will be doing that.
What? Oh, let me see here. I was gonna ask what other kinds of bows should I be looking for, but
Composite is a big one because it adds your strength to it. To the damage or whatever.
oh, I'm not that strong. It's fine.
That's not what I wanted to fucking do.
Fail.
But that's good to know for later.
Mm-hmm.
And is this a before we set out and I go is this a place we can come back to at any point?
You will be able to come back here, yes.
Okay.
Can I not just like make the one that I have in my inventory a +1?
You can probably update it, yes.
That's what I'm looking for.
Can
I'm
we
looking
just
for, like, a
drag it
section
over
that
from
says,
the Pathfinder?
No, it's not there.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, I was hoping. Oh, here it is. The Game Master Guide.
Oh, well, you guys stick around. I'm gonna go get some water.
Yep, do it.
Ah. So how does the +1 like weapon differ
Just
from say a different game that's very popular?
it's exactly the same. Attack and damage. So you get a +1 to your attack and a +1 to your damage.
Hmm.
So, what is everybody else doing? As Korla is looking for a magical bastard sword. What's everybody else doing? Also,
just
sorry, let me.
making sure-
I'm sorry to cut you off again. You guys are in Restov, so that area over there that you are at right now is you guys were just outside of Restov. Restov is like the major city that you guys operate out of. For context, it has just shy of 20,000 people that live there. So it's a fairly large city.
I would probably just be making sure we got the gear to go out. Like, make sure our rations are all filled.
Do it.
I'm trying to remember where my inventory is. Yeah, like, if anyone needs rations, go buy some. I think we started with like 1 week or 2 weeks of rations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah. Thal, Sadie, are either of you guys doing anything while you're in Rostov?
not in particular. Like,
Okay.
nursing a bum knee, but you know.
Cool. What about you, Thal?
I'm deciding if there's some other things I could be doing with these arrows.
Putting them in your
I mean,
butt.
I was like, yeah, you could do all kinds of kinky shit with them.
You know,
Michael was like, tee giggity.
basically, if I can't improve the bow as much, what can I do with the arrows as well? That's all. And I see that they're different, but they're item levels, and I don't fully understand that yet.
Yeah, let me look.
Oh, am I confined to some type of item level?
I'm looking.
No worries. But it looks like I only have 4 options, really.
Yeah, what are you looking at?
I just went to Pathfinder, the little eye icon, and I typed in arrow. So sleep
okay.
arrow, storm arrow, vine arrow, viper arrow. I'm gonna be like that superhero that shoots a bow that we're not gonna talk about because
Yeah, reasons.
reasons.
I think the
Robin
level.
Hood.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the level is just to give you an idea of how powerful it is. I
Okay.
think.
By the way,
So are all of these things available to us?
Against my better judgment, I'm gonna say yes.
if you go to the information, the compendium section, and search just the word weapon,
Yeah.
it'll bring up weapon +1,
Ah, okay.
but it won't have like your specific weapon. But it says a +1 weapon is a weapon etched with only fundamental runes. A +1 weapon potency rune gives a +1 item bonus to attack rolls with the weapon. It says nothing about damage. So you only get +1 to your attack. The striking rune would be what gives you more extra damage. And it's 100 gold, not 1,000.
Yeah, the striking for a +1 is 100.
Yes.
It's the +2. +2 is 1,000.
Mm.
So +1
All right.
weapon.
Cool.
Well, if that's the case, and the weapon +1 only increases your attack roll and not your damage as well.
I mean, I guess that's what it is.
Then I'm probably just going to save my money.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was focusing on something. What does it do?
A weapon potency rune, which is what makes an item just like a +1, is just attack rolls. Like if I bought a bastard sword +1, it's just +1 to my attack. A striking rune is what gives you extra damage, but it's not just like a +1 damage, +2 damage. It's an extra damage die.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, okay, I see. I
Okay,
see.
so it is just bonus. Okay, interesting.
I'm purchasing 1 sleep arrow and 1 vine arrow.
Okay. Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention that they are singular. The arrows are singular. They are not like quivers or anything.
What? Yeah, I noticed that. And the price, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know? It would be super cool if they were quivers.
Be super broken is what that would be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, power gaming.
God damn. Cold iron weapons are expensive as fuck.
Yeah, I was literally just looking at that.
Adamantium
Why?
weapons are even more expensive.
All right, so
I know one thing I would do. I don't know if what it would cost is get my shield fixed back
Okay.
up to 20 HP.
Okay.
Boom.
How much does it?
It's at 12 right now.
2 silver.
Okay.
'Cause I'm already halfway to a striking weapon. Just need another 44 gold.
Just. All right.
Right.
So, with that being said,
Well, if I snuck off and sold that jade and pearl necklace by myself, I could buy one.
yeah, there aren't any currently available. I'm sorry. You're level 1. I'm not letting you buy a +1 striking weapon yet. Sorry. Nobody would sell you one.
They will if they want the fucking Savage Lands tamed.
Yeah. They're not gonna let a good weapon like that just go into the Savage Lands to get lost because some idiot decides to buy it and run off into the woods.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying. Anyway, what do you guys want to do?
No rules.
Doyle rules.
Well, Val, I think it's your job to go get us where we're going, Sugar.
Yep.
So it doesn't have to be both a potency and a striking weapon, or does the striking weapon also get you the potency rune?
I couldn't tell you. We'll have to look later. I'll investigate it more. I'll actually bust out the book and look into it.
Because this the rule thing for striking weapon in the compendium says a +1 striking weapon is a weapon etched with only fundamental runes. A +1 weapon potency rune gives a +1 item bonus to attack rolls with a weapon and a striking rune. So +1 means it has the potency rune on it, and striking weapon means it has the striking rune on it.
Potentially,
So a
yes.
striking weapon +1, which is
Has
what it
both.
says, for the 100 gold would be the +1 attack and extra damage.
Yes.
Okay.
We have traveled 24 miles and are now at the bridge over the river.
Okay. So, you guys leave. You travel for 2 days. I am going to play this as a hex a day, unless you guys want to double.
12 miles a day.
Well, I mean, you're traveling through bush, and it's not exactly the easiest place to travel.
We're also on
I mean,
foot.
Chalt was 1 hex a day.
Yeah,
That was 10 miles.
yeah. And this is a little bit more than that. So, with that being said, you guys come across. It is basically a small village. As you guys come across it, it seems to be kind of an assemblage of traders, hunters, fishers, and trappers. The village itself is surrounded by a wooden palisade and is set on the northeastern bank of the Shrike River. There is a low bridge that allows access over it to the south, which is where you guys currently are. The southwestern side of the bridge is pretty well fortified and defended by guard towers. So what do you guys want to do? You guys are basically approaching this bridge.
With the guards, we're on the side with the guard towers, huh?
Yes, you are on the southern side. And you guys
And on the other side, there's a palisade with an encampment of people that are basically like us.
similar to you guys, yes. Hunters, trappers, that kind of a thing.
This ain't where we're supposed to be, is it? This ain't Old Eggs?
No, this isn't it yet. We have to cross this
Yeah.
bridge.
Uh,
Unless we want to stay on this side of the river, which I don't think we should.
It don't matter to me none. Let's just go home.
All right. So, anyone have any reservations? Cool.
No, just.
I'm gonna just stride on up like weapons sheathed, like
Okay.
nothing's wrong, no problems, no
Yeah.
worries.
All right.
I guess some travelers passing by.
That's right. Hail.
You there. State your business.
No, we're just traveling. We're moving on from here, heading west to Oleg's.
This is. And do you have a reason to be heading out that direction?
I hold up
We-
my.
Do we need a reason?
Well, we already know what we're going out here for, which is why I was saying, like, I kind of hold up our group's charter from What's Her Nuts and just be like, yeah, we're supposed to be here to help clear out the Savage Lands for Mistress fucking, I can't remember her name.
Shamandi.
Jamandi.
He says. He kind of looks. Then kind of motions and
Oh boy!
he
Oh boy!
and he kind of just says, "Fair enough, carry on," and basically like waves you guys through.
I'm just gonna roll the charter back up, shove it back in my backpack, and keep on trucking.
Okay.
Eastbound and down.
While we're crossing, what kind of role do you want me to do to like where I'm basically trying to discern who these people are and who they represent?
That would be a society roll. Okay. You know of this place. It is called Navikat's Crossing. Your knowledge would tell you that it has somewhere around 150-ish people that live in and or around this area. Mostly humans, unshocking. But they are they're basically just gatherers, hunters, that kind of a thing, that are still pretty close to Brevoy and Restov. Brevorian territory. Technically, you are still in Brevoy right now, and it's kind of like the literally just like a stopping point for people to hunt. A lot of them will sell. So these people, you would assume that they're like on the up and up. Yeah, you have no reason to believe otherwise. Again, you knew of this town, like you knew this hovel or encampment, settlement. So yeah.
Onward.
We're just passing through.
Yep. And they're
Can we
at this
can
point
we
they're fine
do a
with it.
kind of I don't know what kind of check would be, like a rumor check as we're passing through town, just to listen to what people are talking about.
You absolutely can try to gather rumors. Oh, excuse me.
That-
Sorry. It is diplomacy.
Oh boy, +1. Here we go. Yeah, I don't hear shit.
Well,
Nobody trusts a half orc.
Your 6 got you a whole lot of nothing. And it's not that like people aren't talking, you just don't hear anything that's like of note. It's not like came across a giant monster or friggin' bandits are murdering everybody. Like just nothing.
Not even anything about Lake N64 down there?
No, nothing about Lake N64.
Okay.
Is there anything y'all want to try to get or do while we're here? Y'all want to fish? Apparently, we can get fish.
Not particularly. I mean, I've got, 2 weeks worth of rations still?
Yeah, and realistically, I kind of just assume that you guys are hunting, fishing, gathering food as you go.
Does anybody have that feat?
No, I don't think that's a feat in this one.
I was gonna say, I think it's the hunter gets a class feat that gives him like
A bonus to that. Yeah. Well,
I'm basically I can harvest animals,
Mhm.
but it doesn't really go. trained in survival and tanning lore,
Cool.
so I think it's all encompassing under survival,
Yep.
like just survival in general.
So, realistically, you guys probably camped there for the night. It's presumably the last warm bed you'll have for a while.
Ooh, even a warm bed, that's good.
Where there was a fucking one of these backgrounds had like some kind of feat that was basically like you can
Gather.
gather enough food to feed X amount of people, kind of shit.
That was a 5e thing, I know for sure. I don't know if it exists in
For sure,
Pathfinder.
yeah, but sometimes when I'm at work and it's 2:30 in the morning and everybody's asleep, I'll just sit there on my Pathfinder app and like
Dick around.
dick around and looking like I've already made like 5 or 6 characters. Like I'm just ready to fucking go. But I fucking this is gonna kill me because I know I found something that was like just like that.
Yeah. Well, with that being said,
There it is. It was Scout. Scout has a feat called Forager. It says, while using survival to subsist, if you roll any worse than a success, you get a success. On a success, you can provide subsistence living for yourself and 4 additional creatures. On a critical success, you can take care of twice as many creatures as on a success.
Cool.
There is a skill for that. I wasn't
So
crazy.
Dave, specifically,
So that'll
I'm
go.
sitting by the fire
Okay.
before bed, and I'm trying to gather if there's anything down the road that we need to know about.
Okay. You hear about. Roll me a d10. You. Where the shit? There we go. 6. You hear that the primary trade route between the River Kingdoms and Brevoy is the East Selen River. It is a major waterway that runs through a swampy region to the west called Hook Tongue Slough. That trade route has been closed for a couple of months due to increasing violence from members of Bogard Knots who dwell there.
They're led by a person named Terry.
No, Terry Bogard is not involved in this. Sadly.
Or even Terry the Gnome.
Although,
So the roads are clear, huh? The
I mean, that's
the
what,
river, the riverways, river pirates, roads are clear. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, as far as you know, I mean, again, that's what you picked up.
Yes, that's what I'm clarifying. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Heard river pirates.
Cool. Although Bogards, you're pretty sure aren't humans, but
They can still be named Terry.
exactly. I'm probably gonna make a Terry once you come across the Bogards, just because of that joke. So, with that
What was the other one's name from fucking King of Fighters?
my
That was the chick that you were
Yeah.
obsessed with. But there was another Bogard, wasn't there?
it's Terry and
He had like it was kind of like the whole Ryu Ken thing,
Yeah,
but it was Terry Bogard and
I could not remember. Anyway,
continuing.
Yeah. So, move, go, hurry, move your one.
Bible.
Let me know when to stop moving.
You move one a day, and then I will
So
tell
I've
you.
got 2 days.
Okay. Well, move back one. So you awake and you start traveling, and it is a pretty warm day. The winds are kind of kicked up fairly high, and there's kind of a looming like storm. It looks like It isn't really raining, but it's kind of overcast. But the winds are kind of giving you the idea. Just the wind and the heat is kind of giving you an idea that there might be a storm coming. With that being said, kind of nothing else really of incredible importance goes on for the day.
We need to find shelter from the storm.
But you do get your travel. What is your survival for?
To basically know about whether we need shelter and the best way to go about it, or if this is going to blow by.
While you rolled incredibly well, you have heard things about this area, and you know that the weather can be very fickle. This may be nothing, or this may pertain to a massive storm coming. It is very difficult to tell until it's on you, unfortunately. Again, like I said, you rolled really well. You kind of get the impression that it's not nearly bad enough that you guys need to hunker down, and you guys will get enough warning. You know enough, and you're in tune enough to know that if you do need to hunker down, you'll kind of you kind of have a sense for it. But at this point, it's just no, it just kind of seems hot, kind of shitty and humid and windy out.
I've lived in Houston. I know all about it.
Yep.
All right. I shared that with the party, along with a joke about when I was a young elf. There was a jester, a weather jester, never could get it right.
What conditions did you say it was?
Hot and windy.
Did you say dusty too?
No. Overcast.
Oh, I thought you said something about it being dusty.
Nope.
Are y'all guys good with just moving on? My senses tell me we're gonna be
Yeah.
okay. We might get a little wet. All right. Next.
Okay. So here, let me look really quick and see. This is 4. Yes. So you guys, kind of off the path. The Shrike River cascades over a series of waterfalls here, each which drops about 10 to 30 feet. In all, there are 5 of these cascades over the course of about a mile. The Crooked River tributary flows into the Shrike at approximately the midpoint of these series of waterfalls. The cascades and the larger ones are much further south, but it seems like this is probably a reason that this is not a major thoroughfare for people shipping stuff through the area. Is simply just because of how just rough the water is. It would be impossible to get boats through here.
It's pretty though.
Yeah.
Question is, are we gonna follow the road north, or are we just gonna go solid west?
And I was thinking about that myself. What do y'all think? I can guide us there. That's no problem. I got this compass.
Would not taking the road take us longer?
No, you travel the same regardless. The only thing that would be different is the road may open you to bandit attacks more, whereas the wilds may open you to wildlife attack more.
Okay.
So bandits or bears?
In Brandon's favorite term, 6 one way, half a dozen another.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say that I know a thing or two about skinning and tanning.
All right, I'm fine to go through the wilds.
If I have proficiency in survival, is there any way I can assist with if we're I don't know if we're doing survival checks every round, but
Yeah, I'll say you can. I'll say you can
Okay.
help him.
Awesome. And what kind of terrain is this? It's different than the other one. It looks drier.
Yeah, so before you get that far,
Oh, all right.
that's fine.
Probably more like this.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I sorry.
A real live taiga.
But cha cha cha.
I'm gonna watch out for tigers in the taiga.
Jesus. That was bad, and you should feel bad.
It's great.
All right.
It's for all the biome nerds currently watching our stream.
There's only 2 of us, I think, watching.
Oh, so
3, and I don't know nothing about it, so. And I don't know who the other 2 people are. Probably 2 of you.
We're gonna do this.
It's a damn shame the rest of y'all ain't watching our stream.
it's a boreal or conifer forest.
What are you talking about?
A taiga.
Yeah.
There's no taigas in the taiga.
Cold, I think of it as a cold forest. Oh,
It turns out the tigers hate this place.
If we get attacked by a taiga, I'm letting y'all I'm just running.
Well, we can't eat bandits, so we might as well fight it.
Can't.
I
eat
mean, you
bandits.
can't eat bandits.
That's fair.
Look
Maybe
at you
it's
with
part of my
morals.
religion.
Yeah. It's part of your religion to eat bandits? You fucking
we had a cannibal on the squad.
chapter 6, verse 17 in the great book. One
Yeah.
must eat all bandits it comes upon.
We all should roll the goblins. That way we can just eat whatever we want.
Nice. All right. So.
Tried that and he murdered my last one.
Well,
What is this, fucking Robin Hood Men in Tights?
yes.
You can't kill us all.
So with that being said, you see a group of men in front of you.
This isn't an animal.
Are they manly men?
You guys haven't gotten off of the path yet. You're basically like going to leave the path.
No.
You kind of come around a corner, and you're like, oh, okay. So there's a group of guys. They are all wearing looks to be like leather armor. They have cloaks over them. They kind of look like, if you didn't have a better idea, like hunters. But they're not doing what you would expect, and they're not carrying what you would expect hunters to be carrying.
So they're brigands.
Seems like bandity attire.
And we fought a bunch of them in a castle recently.
I know all about hunters, and I know that that's not a hunter. At least I assume that I can be like, I know about hunters. Those aren't hunters.
You definitely get the initial impression of like, probably not.
So are these trees behind us? How tall are they?
Behind you, like this right here.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I would give you. It's more of a shrub than it is a tree.
Which one of these trees are tall?
There really aren't tall trees here.
There are no tall trees? I thought this was a forest.
Not yet.
Mhm.
You're also kind of on a path right now.
Well, I'll do something if nobody else is.
Yeah, I mean,
Ardor, you were doing something. Go for it.
what
Yep.
are you guys doing?
I'm
walking
approaching
up
them.
with Carter.
I have my.
Davis, we have our hit points back, right? By the way.
Yeah, you've rested and have all your hit
Okay.
points.
Is it like D&D? Like if you rest, you get all of them back?
Yeah.
Fine.
If it's not, that's what it is now.
Okay.
Basically hand on sword, and I'll
Okay.
hail out to him.
Okay.
And I'm hiding over here in the bushes.
Okay. I'll say, Ardor, are you trying to draw their attention to you?
Well, yeah, I just called out to them.
Sure.
We would like to pass. Will there be a problem?
And he
None shall pass.
he kind of just looks and says, "Oh no, there ain't no problem. Just kind of looks at his hands and kind of just a matter of a little, you know, protection money. We keep this place safe, keep all the wildlife away for you traveling types. Figure we're owed something for it."
Well, lucky for you, we don't need protection.
At this point, I'm gonna designate the one that's talking and
Okay.
holding his hand up as my prey.
Okay. I will mark him just for you. He is the one with the
Thank
blue
you.
dot. And he says, well then, that may be a problem. You see,
I'm gonna roll an intimidation roll and say it's gonna be a problem if you come any closer to us.
they're not moving. They're just standing there. But
I'll,
do it.
But idea being, I'm going to intimidate and be like, if you try to come up and fuck with us, we're gonna. I'm really good at this.
You
You're so bad at this.
like you have had no luck in your life. My character's a
Really?
badass. I've been in war. I've fucking seen some shit. Hi
And
guys.
every time I'm just like, yeah.
Your voice cracks.
Don't mess with me, man. I've seen some shit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's just like
He's chuckling.
kind of like looks at one of the other guys and oof. Guess we better be careful over here.
Oh, we've got a badass over here.
I'm looking at Durak and I'm like, cover your ears, buddy. There's gonna be some screaming. I'm moving forward.
Okay. Yeah, one of the other ones kind of looks at you, Sadie, and he's like, "Well, you look like a smart one. I mean, the fee's not too bad. I mean, we're just looking for." Kind of looks around, just just a couple of gold.
I'm spitting in my mug and like, yeah, you're gonna keep looking for gold.
He says, "Well, it would seem that we are at an impasse
No, we ain't.
at which you ain't gonna pass." And they're just basically just like holding their ground. You can tell they're
Well,
They
until
are-
you tell me to roll for initiative, I'm gonna keep advancing. So
okay.
The moment somebody draws a weapon, I'm gonna fire on the leader.
Okay.
Our guys or theirs.
All right. Korla and Ordor take one step back for me.
I fell into a pit trap. I'm dead.
No, you're fine.
I was trying to like keep pace with.
I know.
Sadie.
I just
I got little legs. You can't keep pace with me. I like move super fast. Pew, pew, pew.
I know. I just wanted to make a point that like Sadie being like she's just like I'm walking up there and like you're again 5 feet. You're right behind her.
Mhm.
But the idea was that she is the one leading the charge. Yeah. Well, I got 3 of you guys so far, and
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where initiative is.
No, I'm on the wrong tab. That's what it is. There it
Jesus
is.
Christ. It's the bottom right of your sheet, Mike.
People play on computers. The stream.
I guess I should roll mine as well. Yeah.
God damn, everybody going on 11s.
Yeah, there's a couple
Yeah.
of them.
Yep, it's kind of rough. Let's hope they roll low.
They
What's
rolled.
everybody's
They rolled an
dexterity?
11.
Well,
Well, Faljoel, take your turn. Go for it.
yeah, you know what's
Are
happening.
they pulling weapons out?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. They won't fight.
Okay. At 18, you will hit him and do 2 damage.
2 damage.
Take that.
And he's just kind of like, ow, the fuck? And then
So the second attack was the 9. I just didn't have the damage. I don't think I hit anything.
that's fine. A 9 is absolutely going to miss. And it
Yeah.
turns out a 6 is a critical failure.
So
Actually,
what's that mean?
actually, it's not. In this case, nothing. Very rarely critical failures with weapons mean anything. It's only on like special shit that it does. Sadie, it is your turn.
Oh wait, I still have one more action.
Oh, okay.
You took 3 shots, didn't you?
No, he
No, he
No,
just
you-
rolled for
he
damage.
rolled 2 twice.
Okay.
Nah, you're good. Never mind. This isn't a tree. Nothing. No problems.
Sadie,
Can I move up to here? And not like he doesn't get a tax opportunity, right?
so
Because I'm step into his threat range somewhere here
so
and just move in with it.
If
Yeah,
you were here, you can easily just go.
it's right here. So yeah, I'm just wondering where. I don't want to. I want to. Yeah, I mean I could. I'm just like questioning for
Yeah.
future.
So
Can I
if
just go
you
by it?
if you do this, yes, technically he would. If you move within somebody's threat, entering it doesn't. But once you are inside of somebody's threat range, moving around inside of it would incur an attack of opportunity if the creature has them. That is
Okay.
that is a
Step there, you're
big.
in his threat range, and then the moment you
Yes.
step there,
Yep.
that's an
Okay.
attack of opportunity.
Well, I'm just gonna step forward then here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna chop down at him with my great
Yeah.
pick.
Again, for what it's worth, if he is now laying on the ground, bleeding out of the side of his skull.
Like I told y'all, you should have just went on.
Okay.
He's like, stunk. I told you.
Oh.
No, you only get the one.
Swing.
Remember,
Oh,
you
'cause
moved, you
I
attacked,
moved,
and then you
attacked,
moved.
And then I moved.
Yep.
So okay.
I know it takes some getting used to.
Well, good because I fucking sucked at that roll. So good, I'll take it.
Okay. Now you can move again if you want to move again.
No, I'm okay.
So you're just gonna take your 2 actions.
Can I take like a? Is there like a defensive bit?
There might be. You'd have to look it up. I know like raising your shield is defensive, but I don't know if there's like
I
a
don't
dodge
have one of
style
those.
action.
Okay, I'm just staying here.
It wouldn't be a bad idea for one or all of us to kind of look at combat actions.
Doesn't
at some
sound like
point.
me.
I've been doing that a little bit, but
Yeah.
because like one of the things I've been looking at is an attack action called a feint,
Yep.
and if you succeed a feint, a target is flat-footed against your next melee attack. So
Okay. Which reduces it removes their
remove their
dex.
dex from their AC.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, clerk aspirant Durak Forgeborn.
Well, I'm gonna go and stab someone, I guess.
You're just gonna have your auto thing go off and just fire Toll of the Dead.
Yep, told it.
So you're gonna move
I'm
up.
still awake.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Interesting that yours is different than everyone else's.
What does that mean?
You roll your first attack, and then it gives you attack 2 and attack 3 that you can click on your shit. But nobody else's has done that.
Weird.
We're figuring stuff out. The 16 does hit. You do hit him for a massive 3 damage.
Yeah, man. Got it.
And he is like, WTF, bro? Corla. Now that you are no longer just standing there. Evan.
I don't see anything about
Oh.
like a defensive stance, Mike. The only defensive actions I see is avert gaze, which you gain a +2 circumstance bonus against visual abilities. Take cover, which you gain cover or greater cover if you have cover. Raise a shield/parry, or put up a shield or parry weapon to gain its AC bonus. And then shield block, which is shield block. I'm going to use my move action to go. Fuck, that's the wrong thing. To go 5, 10, 15. And then take my 2 attacks.
Okay. All right. So a 15.
On both of them, fucking magically.
Your first attack is going to drop him. And then your
Okay.
second attack is going to kill him outright. If you want to do that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I made the attack.
I mean, I don't really care. All right.
Cut him and then stab down.
If anybody was curious, it is now 9:45, and my dog is just eating his food that I gave him at 8 o'clock this morning.
It's 'cause,
Did he buried in the couch?
he misses me.
His food? No. Although that is something I'm surprised he doesn't do. All right, so I am going to make some short bow attacks with these guys across the water. Probably one of them is going to attack each of you guys that are kind of like here.
They're straight across from him.
Yep.
Like this guy to here, this guy to here.
Do they have the
This guy to
volley
here.
feature? Those short bows?
They don't.
That's good.
Longbows have volley. Short bows do not.
Just making sure.
Good news, an 8 and a 7 are going to miss you, Corla.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Forgeborn.
Ooh.
A 14 is going to miss, but I believe that crit is going to hit you.
Why do you do this?
Because
That lead damage,
Oh.
though, 6.
also, that should have been Sadie if I'm going across.
Oh, well.
So I'm going to do that.
Oh,
So just
okay.
kidding. Sadie, I imagine a 14 misses you.
Okay, yeah, I see where this is. You like Chris better, that's fine.
I don't. I'm hoping to
Well,
hit him
no.
twice.
I mean, that's fine.
Take
Just being
6.
sick.
Take 6 damage. Wow, and that's with the dead. God, that's such bad damage. And then the last one.
Yay.
All right. 22 against you, Clerk Aspirant. So you will take 6 damage as well.
Huzzah.
Why does it say -5 for map number 2?
Don't worry about it.
Where do you see that?
It's
Because
probably
I was looking like I was like the one is a 22, but it's not a crit, and the other one's a 21, but it is a crit. So I was like,
the 21
what
is because of the negative, because it was his a subsequent attack. It was a second attack.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. That's what, but like it says -5, but then in brackets it says map number 2.
Yeah.
So I was like,
My guess is that
Fuck
means
does that mean?
attack number 2.
right, I didn't think about that. It's like the
Yep.
the button mapping
Yep.
number 2.
All right, and then lastly, Clerk Aspirant, I'm going to try to stab you with a dagger twice.
I mean, shit, I probably never even looked at it, but mine probably has. Yep, mine has the same thing on my attack number 2.
So anyway, Clerk Aspirant. Does
So anyway,
does a 22 and a 21 hit you?
yeah.
Okay. The 22 does 2 damage,
It's still shit, damn it.
and the 21, which was a critical, does 4 damage.
I like how we went with that idea that like if you roll normal, like higher damage on your normal attack as opposed to your crit, you can just take that. But he rolled 4 twice anyway.
That's fine. I rolled a 1 on that damage too, which
Yeah,
is
that
amazing.
sucks.
Well, oh well. Are you dead yet?
Yep.
Perfect. Ardor.
I am stepping up here
Okay.
and make an attack on
He's dead.
this.
Nice.
That first one, just like you just walk up and just like chop him down.
Bringing law to the woods.
That's what you're here for.
Yeah.
Call that weapon Lawbringer.
Do you want to use your third action for anything?
I did. It was
No, that first attack killed him.
I'll move over here to these guys.
Okay. All right, Thaljol.
I'm gonna aid my friend with support over there. I'm gonna fire on this guy.
Okay. 21 is going to hit him.
God damn, you rolled a 1 and it's still 11 damage.
Yeah, crits for bows are really good.
I'm gonna take another shot because I don't know what else to do. Same guy.
Okay. An
It's
8,
rough.
an 8 is going to miss.
I'm here, Arter. Got this.
Alright.
Got
Sadie.
I watched Ardor walk across this, right?
Yep.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
All right, well,
Yeah.
you're a dwarf, so I need you to roll me a survival check to see if you get swept wet. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, really? Okay.
That
So,
doesn't make any fucking
No.
sense.
alright, so I'm gonna hit him.
Okay, the one to your left.
Mm-hmm.
You actually crit him,
Babies.
and he's dead.
And then I'm gonna go for this guy right here with my second one.
Okay.
I'm like, y'all should have just done left.
Mhm.
Missed him.
Okay. 12 is gonna miss.
I'll plug it in later. Before I go to bed. I'll plug it in before I go to bed.
That's what she said.
There you go.
Kirk Aspirant, it is now your turn.
Cool. All right. I'll step around these disgusting dead bodies and let's see here. What does this do? How do I do it? What? Okay.
You and yourself?
Yeah, I was gonna heal myself.
So just roll 2d8.
Oh,
I'm
well,
sorry,
look
1d8.
clicky button.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't actually do that in this one. It won't roll it for you.
Weird. So if I take 2 actions, does it
So if
increase there?
you take, so 2 actions.
Oh, it increases the range. Got it.
And
Yeah.
if you're healing a living creature, it increases the hit points restored by 8.
So it'd be 1d8 plus 8.
Yep.
So technically speaking, you could still use it on yourself using
Mhm.
2 actions. It would just heal
Ah, I see.
1d8 plus 8 instead of the 1d8.
I see. Well, I'll do that. Whee. Cool.
Oh. You get 11 health back if you're doing 2 actions.
Yeah.
Cool. It's neat. I like that heal spell. I think that's really cool how that works.
I love the idea of the 3 actions, but it sucks that you can't like not heal
Enemies.
enemies. Yeah.
Well, just do it when you're fighting undead, and it'll work really well.
There you go.
Oh yeah, real well.
You know, just piss them off.
Real fucking well.
Corla.
20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
There's my move action. Now we go attack 1.
Okay. He's dead.
Okay. Then I could move again, but then I can't do anything else. So instead, I am going to cast Guidance on Ardor.
All right.
You get a +1 bonus on your next attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
Fuck
I
this
just look
shit.
at you and I go, "Good luck, buddy. You got this." And you feel magic energy come up inside of you. Oh,
Wait, did he
Sadie,
just
take that
disappear?
attack. Take that attack of opportunity, Sadie.
He literally just starts to run. So both Sadie and Ardor, if you would like to, you can make attacks of opportunity.
Don't you have to have that?
Oh, sorry, it's just Ardor.
Nah, I don't have it.
Ardor's a
I'm the only one
champion.
that
Oh,
gets
right, he's a
fighter.
champion. That's right, Sadie.
I'm pretty sure I missed.
A nat 1 as well as a 10 is going to be a miss. and he literally triples his movement.
I would like to try to take a shot on him, by the way, before you pass over me.
I will. Ardor,
Cool.
what do you want to do?
I'll try to chase him down.
Okay. So you're going to use all of your movement?
2 movements.
Well, no, he's like off the map. I moved him to the edge of
okay.
the map, but he moved. His movement is 30, so he
Okay.
moved 90 feet.
Then now I'll just be like, we've done enough.
Okay.
I think he's learned his lesson.
All right, Thaljol, I will give you your attack. So increments are 100. So that would give him a +2, I think, for his distance, which is still. I mean, you hit him, but it's not enough to bring him down. You can try again if you want to try another shot. A 16. Roll me your damage.
Oh, sorry, I didn't roll the damage. Let's see.
Hey, just click it again. That's fine. Oh my god, he's still alive.
But you know what? He's not going to be for long because I'm going to track him.
I mean, for what?
Can I still see him?
Can you still see him? No. After that, like once it's his turn, he like ducks into the bush.
Well, once it's his turn, it's not his turn yet. I still have my third action.
Sure. What do you want to do?
I'm going to mark him as prey.
Okay.
Gives me a bonus to track him. I'm
Okay.
going to track him through the bush. Gentlemen, y'all are free to come with me, but I'm going to make sure he doesn't make it back to his camp.
Or we could find his camp.
Or we could track him to his camp. Either way, whatever y'all want to do.
I'm down.
So I'm gonna track him.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
So, we are ending.
excited.
We are ending combat because this is the end of combat.
Yes.
Because now you were tracking this guy, and we will move back to here. It's gonna take its sweet time to load, or oh no, there you are. So, roll me a. Tracking isn't like a skill you can roll, right?
No, so I gain a
It's survival.
+2 to circumstance bonus to perception checks when you seek your prey. +2 bonus to circumstance on survival checks when you track your prey.
Yep.
So I get bonuses to that, and then I have the googlies,
Yep.
which
yeah, you would with tracking goggles.
Which helps.
which help me when I'm tracking as well. +1
Yeah. So you get
survival.
you get
So,
a
+3 to survival for track.
Yep. So roll me a survival. Okay. Let me roll his.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah.
After you sunk those 2 arrows in his back, I would hope.
Yeah.
I know, right?
There's blood on the bushes and footprints in the dirt.
I gave him a negative, and you just got it.
I know. It was very close.
So, oh right, I forget you guys can see my rolls right now. It's a little goofy that how it resets every time. Whatever.
Good thing you didn't try to bluff me with it. Oh yeah, he beat you by a lot. And I'd be like, what?
No, I gave him a -2 just because he's so wounded. But I'm gonna say because you tied him and you're tracking him, you're able to continue to follow him. So while you may have murdered the fuck out of him, you are trying to track him while he's just running. So keeping up with him is a bit of a challenge. He obviously hasn't like faltered yet.
But he'll slow down soon enough. How fast can somebody run with 2 arrows in them,
Yeah.
losing blood?
Yeah. So roll me
I've
another one.
tracked faster.
Yeah, roll me another one.
Say what?
Roll me another survival. Yep.
Oh!
Okay. Oh, dang it.
So it's 12. for those who are counting at home. Oh no, it's not 12.
God.
Oh,
Okay. As you are basically chasing this dude down, is everybody coming with him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
To give you an idea, this is not like, hey, we chased this dude for a little bit. Like, you guys have been chasing this guy for a while. Like, he's very obviously familiar with this area, insofar as his ability to move through it. So you guys probably chase him for like a couple of miles. And Thal, your tracking goes away. Your like sense prey thing just goes away.
wait, why? Is there any particular reason why?
You don't know.
Is he dead?
You don't know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna need a little bit of context.
Well, as you were attempting to track him and you were basically following him, you very obviously are like, cool, we're heading in the right direction. I know where I'm going. And just all of a sudden that sense that you have, that tracking sense that you have, just kind of goes away.
Does not compute. So you're saying that we lost him?
No, not necessarily. You can still keep trying to, you still like
Oh yeah.
can track him. I'm just saying that your hunter sense is no longer working.
So this is just a regular survival.
This is a survival without that, yes.
Do I get the goggles?
Yep.
Because the goggles are outside of
Yep,
that. Okay.
your goggles. Your DC is a... I'll take it. You basically crest kind of a little hill. And you're going through kind of a little bit of a clearing. And you look out and you see him laying on the ground. Pretty obviously dead. And it's pretty obvious because there is a pack of wolves, well, like a pair of wolves, standing on top of him. Looks like they might be tearing him apart.
That's what wolves do. Definitely. I guess they haven't noticed us. You guys want to kill some wolves?
I will say that at this point, unless you advance, you are far enough away and that they are occupied enough that they don't care about you yet. You don't know if
they have food.
Yeah, you don't know if they know you're there, but they certainly are not like coming after you.
What's the range on them? Just kind of roughly. I know that I'm kind of putting the screws to you a little bit.
Yeah,
but...
no, that's fine. You guys are probably, I'll say 100, 120 feet away.
So that's what, like a -2, -1?
I mean, if you're trying to shoot at them, yes. You also know that wolves are fucking fast, and
They are fast.
that is probably a singular round for them to get to you.
So what do y'all guys think? You want to kill some wolves, or are you just ready to let this go?
I say we move on. They're not
Fair.
going to be hungry.
I was gonna say it depends on how good you want to eat tonight.
Wolf isn't good eating. Rabbit's much better.
There's so much more meat on a wolf than there is a rabbit.
Sure, but
Have you ever
rabbit
had
tastes
it?
better.
Stringy. So stringy.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm with you. We don't have to kill these wolves. I doubt he was probably carrying anything of importance, or at least anything different from his friends.
Yeah.
We can come back tomorrow after the wolves are done and see if there's anything in the field.
Did we take the time to pick
Nope.
his buddies, or did we just go straight
Nope,
in?
you guys
Yeah.
just bounced.
Okay. All right.
And it would take you guys like probably.
Oh, I'm not trying to go back for
yeah.
him. I was
gonna
just
say
curious.
like it would probably take you guys like an hour or two to get back to where you were, if you care
I
enough
ain't,
to
I
go
ain't
check it out.
sweating it.
Yep.
Ain't sweating it.
So with that,
Well, we can't camp here.
do what?
We can't camp here.
No. And this was kind of
You
like
can't fast travel when enemies are nearby.
this was kind of like midday-ish that this happened. So, and I know you guys were heading in this direction, and as it so happens, that is the direction that you guys were following him. So fortunately, you guys continued in the correct direction. The rest of your day
Maybe
goes.
we'll run into that bandit camp.
Yeah, the rest of your day goes uneventful. Kind of nothing else exciting happens. Roll me a survival for food. I'm gonna say that you succeeded, I guess.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Yeah,
I found a hutch full of rabbits.
yeah. So yeah, you definitely find like plenty of food.
Here's some
A
mushrooms.
rabbit,
here's
a rabbit
some wild
hutch.
onions.
Like somebody in the middle of the forest just built a rabbit hutch and was like,
Yep.
"Here you go."
No, they were
Yeah.
they were rabbitkin, and you guys didn't actually realize it until you killed them, and then you found the hutch, but you decided to eat them anyway.
Well,
Found
you already
a
killed him.
I
Yeah.
glazed it with honey, wild garlic. Ooh, it's just a gourmet meal, middle of the forest.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I'm
You
making
would,
it happen.
I mean, you wouldn't want to waste that food, right?
No,
Absolutely not.
that'd be disrespectful.
It would. All right, cool. So with that being said, let's carry on. Where are you guys going?
Onward.
To the left, to the left.
All right. So you guys are going left, or going west. All right. So, here, you guys come across. Let's see if I can find the description for this. I think you guys just see it. Ah, yeah. So it is a standard, which means you guys just kind of see it if you go into it. Sorry, I'm trying to remembered. It is automatically discovered if you go into that area. Got it. So, you guys basically see, as you are traveling through this area, you see what looks to be just a hut kind of hanging out in amongst kind of an open-ish area. It's kind of set against some trees, and there is smoke coming out of the chimney.
And what kind of terrain is this again? I don't think we actually got an answer on that.
So this is kind of a mix between open fields and kind of trees.
Like prairie.
Prairie's a good way, yeah. Also, because I should roll it, the heat died down a little bit, but it is excessively windy today. Almost incredibly so. Like Thal, you almost feel like your arrows might not shoot straight at long distances in this kind of wind.
Nice touch.
And those clouds that you guys kind of saw a couple of days ago, it kind of feels like they're coming back around for you. You're not sure. You're not real sure. But again, it's one of those, like, it's a little cooler out than it was the past couple of days. But it also is, like, the wind definitely picked up. So the smoke kind of rising out of this hut is very much at like a 45-degree angle coming out of it because of the wind.
Tell us more about this hut. What we can discern about it. What is it made of? What does it have? Any decorations? What about it?
It is.
Is it decorated with human skulls?
It is actually. No, I'm just kidding. It is
Thought so.
It looks like it is probably a thatch roof hut. It is built out of kind of logs that are kind of like a log cabin almost. Kind of that kind of vibe to it. it's a thatched roof hut, so it's kind of, not like this was probably built by a guy or a couple of guys and not like, a townsfolk, as it were.
How big is it? How many people does it look like it can hold? Like 8?
Like comfortably, the number of people that would probably sleep here would be like 2 or 3.
Okay, cool.
Reddit
And last question.
Kush.
And I would
Any,
and I would say that you guys are probably 200-300 feet away, kind of when you kind of can see it. So unless you want to get closer to kind of look into it more.
I'm gonna continue to approach
Okay.
unless anyone objects. And on the way there, I do want to observe: are there any wards or magical symbols?
Give me a perception check for that. Not that you notice. There does not seem to be anything that is obviously an issue.
A word.
Yeah. Do you want to keep approaching?
Is everyone approaching with me?
I am.
It'll
Yeah.
change the way I do these things. Okay. Yeah, then I'll approach calmly, confidently as well.
You see, kind of out the back of it, as you get closer, you realize there's kind of waist high, kind of fencing around it, but not like a fence that you would have in like a modern day fence you'd have. It's like sticks in the ground that are kind of laced together with cords or whatever, like a pretty flimsy looking, like it's there to like keep chickens in kind of a thing, but not like to keep wolves out.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, no fear of wolves. They must be powerful.
I mean, or dumb.
Or dumb. It's considered polite, though I don't know if we're into being polite. It's considered polite to announce oneself.
Mhm.
Would y'all mind if I?
No.
So before you announce yourself, you do see movement kind of out the back of the hut, like behind it. So on the kind of on the opposite side of you.
But I can't tell what it is.
Not from where you are, not at this distance, no. You guys are 150 feet away at this point. So, getting close. But it's more that it is obscured than it is you can't tell what it is. You see movement, but you don't have any concept for what it would be.
Does anyone want to approach the situation as hostile?
I mean, I
Alright.
approach the situation cautiously, but I don't know about hostile.
All right. Well, then, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna raise my arm
Okay.
and walk towards, and just once I get close enough to discern what I may be talking to, then I will say hello and announce our presence.
Okay.
Just in
It's like
case it
casting
turns out
fireball.
it's a zombie. Well, Chris, I'm sorry.
I said, I'll just start casting fireball.
Yeah, excellent.
Perfect.
Fixes everything.
So
I have one prepared in the back pocket.
So as you continue to get closer, you hear almost like a low under the breath, but obviously very loud that you can hear it. You're 75 feet away at this point. So like, again, whoever this is or whatever this is like literally behind it, but you hear like muttering and cursing
Over the wind that is about to blow everyone away.
no, from behind the hut. Like it
Oh, I
sounds
know, but I'm saying it's got to be very loud.
yes, like in it again, it's like, does that sound like the dude like is like very much like it sounds like somebody's annoyed dealing with something. Like that's the vibe you pick up from it.
I think this will be okay. I'm gonna continue, and then once I get close, I'll be like, "Hail!"
Okay.
Sounds like a good plan.
And then the muttering immediately stops. And then you see, kind of poking out from the side of the hut, like you see somebody kind of like looking around it. It is a human.
Tartuccio?
No, it is not Tartuccio. It is a human male. And he kind of like pokes out, kind of comes back and like kind of, and just like doesn't say anything. Just kind of like sees you guys, and then kind of just like slides back.
Well, I'm not gonna cross his fence line, that's for sure.
Okay.
Not just yet. But I'm gonna go around the fence line.
Okay.
I don't know what is someone else doing. I don't want to take all the action.
I'm basically following you at this point, man. Like, I
All
wouldn't
right.
be doing anything really differently. I'd be approaching cautiously, trying to make contact without any undue distress upon the occupant.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
approach.
I'll just be standing probably like 10 foot back from what you're doing. I don't want to
I mean,
make
if
them
they
think we're
come
like
out
about to
swinging,
kill
then-
them.
Right.
So I'm gonna walk around into kind of like if the fence is a circle, I'm gonna kind of move
Yeah,
along
kinda-
the
kinda
circle
go
until I
around,
can
yeah.
see him in his entirety,
Yep. So he
and then I'm gonna
is.
be gentle and be like, "Hey."
Yeah. So he is over a kind of a desk or a work table or something, and it looks like he is messing with like liquids and flours and mixing stuff, concocting something. And you realize that smokestack is probably from him cooking something out back. And you kind of, as you guys get this close, especially now that you are again within like, you're standing on the other side of this fence, and the fence is 20, 15 feet away from the cottage. So you guys are like close now.
Right.
You can kind of smell flowers, berries, sulfur, like all of just these like this just massive accumulation of like, oh, that doesn't smell bad, and then you're like, that smells like death. What the fuck is going on here? Like, and just kind of like everything, and it's kind of like this wafting, like in and out smell that you're gathering.
He's a necromancer. He's boiling corpses.
Sorry, so
What
let me
kind of-
let me
What kind of roll do you want?
also let me reiterate. It's not that it smells like literal death.
I was just being a dick.
I just
Yeah,
I also just want to make sure that is clear, that like it's not actually, it's just like it just, some stuff smells really bad and some stuff doesn't. I just wanted to make that clear before somebody got the wrong impression.
What kind of role do you want to determine what he's doing? It sounds like he could be crafting, medicine, nature, occult.
I would say let me.
Or you want us to decide, and hopefully we'll guess right.
You can decide. I'm gonna say, like, what are you trying to figure out? Again,
I want to know what he's making.
Well, and I will tell you, the reasonable things that you would be looking at here would be stuff like arcana, medicine, nature, occultism, that kind of stuff.
And what's the difference between occultism and arcana? I know we covered this in like the first session.
It's
Occultism is like witches, voodoo, stuff like that,
Yeah.
and arcana is like
Hermetic magic.
conjuration,
wizardry
your
stuff.
Typical
Yeah.
fantasy
Wizardry.
magic.
the best.
I'm gonna.
The best way to say it is it's just two different. It's the same thing as divine versus arcane. It's just another
Yeah.
spellcasting type.
I'm gonna go with occult.
Okay.
Who cares?
I'll make a medicine.
Okay. Yeah. So Thal, you're like This obviously is not an occult thing. Like, whatever he's doing is not. He's not doing fucking witchy shit.
No, he's probably pressing the worst perfumes ever.
However, Korla, you notice that some of what he is doing and some of the ingredients that he is using and some of the odors that you are picking up smell a hell of a lot like what you carry around in your medicine sack.
Ah, so you're making some salves.
Are you saying this out loud?
Yes.
Okay. He kind of.
I kind of wave, and I'm like, my name's Korla.
Yeah? What do you want? Clink, 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 clink.
I kind of look at him, and I kind of like tilt my head to the side. I'm like, you know what? I don't really know. We kind of just walked up. We've been traveling westward, and we stumbled upon your cottage here, and just stumbled up to find out what exactly you were doing. And I smelled the old perfume of the salves, and I kind of like pat a couple things on my bandolier of healing stuff, and I'm like, I got a couple of those on my person at all time. They're very handy to have on you.
Says, yeah. Yeah, they are.
You seem upset about something, friend.
Says, give me a diplomacy.
Oh, that's pretty good considering I'm in skill like that. I'm just a raw 0.
Yeah, it's a 0. He says, yeah. Ran out of stuff and I'm trying to make it work.
Can we help
What
you?
is it you're trying to get to work?
He says, I need fangberries. And I ran out of them.
Well, what is
kind
it
of
you're
berries?
trying to make?
He said, potions, my elven friend. Potions.
Oh, health.
He says, sometimes others. But those
That's
fangberries,
fair.
those make all the difference.
So, if we brought you some fangberries, I guess is my diplomacy still holding? Because I'm like, what's in it for us?
He says, well, for one, I'd be grateful, but suppose I could give you a discount or something for a while after you brought them back.
That sounds useful to me. Well, and I believe we have properly have introduced ourselves, and I introduced myself, and anyone that makes eye contact with me in our party, I introduce. Anyone that doesn't make eye contact, I skip over. Anyone not making eye contact?
At this point, y'all have been on the other side of the fence for a while. I'll step around and see what's going on and introduce myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have come out and introduced myself as well.
There's a lot of you. I'm not gonna try anything.
No, we're
Sinister.
not a bandit gang or anything like that. If we were, stuff would have already gone down. Don't you worry, friend. You're safe with us. Now, we don't have anything to fear from you, do we?
He said, ha. And he holds up his hand, and he says, with this, bastard of a brother cut it off. So he holds up his hand, and on his right hand, he is missing one of his fingers. It's his pinky finger on his right hand. And he says, bastard of a brother cut it off. He took off right afterwards. I think he's somewhere down south. I wouldn't be too sad to see that he was brought to justice for what he did to our mother.
What did he do to your mother, and what's his name?
He says his brother's name is Kurmil, Kurmil. And he He says, I'm Bokken. Bokken.
I imagine then if you're willing to give us a discount for fangberries, then caramel must be worth quite a bit more to you. And I wouldn't mind seeing justice done either, so.
He said, I'd love to see the bastard dead, but he ran off into the green belt. I doubt he's still alive anyway.
Well, we'll find out one way or the other. It's funny. We're actually heading that way.
What did he do?
Cut off.
Besides, take your finger.
Basically, he implies that he's the reason his mother is dead. He doesn't come out and say he killed my mother, but he very much gives the, like, my mother's dead because of him.
Do you want another diplomacy check if I can weasel out real details from him? Because I'm not going to kill somebody because, you know, some spurious whatevers.
That would be a... Well, are you trying to talk it out of him, or are you trying to, like, suss out whether or not...
All right, so what are my options here? Diplomacy to talk it out, and then suss out is what?
To suss it out would be probably a perception, I think, because there isn't like a sense
Either
motive.
that or deception.
I mean, you could deceive him to it, but he's not trying to be deceptive.
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna go with a perception check. Get it?
Yeah, again, like you very much get the
He's being
he is very short in how he's talking. You can clearly tell he doesn't want to talk to you, just like, and not a like, I don't want to talk to you, but like he just doesn't want to talk to people. He's a fucking misanthrope, and he just doesn't want to talk to people. He's out here in the middle of fucking nowhere for a reason, and some assholes just came up and started talking to him.
Yeah, and he likes us more than other assholes, so he talks to us just a little bit longer.
Well, you keep talking to him.
Yeah, and we do a good job. We talk purty.
Yep. He says, but if you are going to go looking for those fangberries, which it sounds like you may, they're about 55 miles or so southwest of Olags, which, if you're out this far, I assume that's where you're going.
Indeed.
Yep, that is where we're headed.
We have this map, by the way. Is this like our map?
Yes.
Can I have him mark it on our map?
Yes. I would say, yeah, let me look and see where that is. I think it's...
Yeah, friend, if you wouldn't mind just kind of making a mark on our map here, we would, when we're down there, we'll definitely look for him for you.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out like where it is.
You're good. Take your time. I get the feeling Evan's probably about to bounce out here in a moment anyway.
Yep.
Yep.
So I assume it's... Let me see if I can...
It's probably in this area down here.
18. Where did you ping?
This area. This is like 48. I think this hex is.
So he says...
Oh, where did you see the numbers?
David said it was 12 miles earlier. I'm just assuming.
So it is roughly
Nice.
there. Yeah, so you were close.
That was where?
That is roughly where the fangberries are supposed to be located.
Thank
Yeah, he said. He basically
the
said
dot up here was the Olegs that we're going
it is.
through, right?
Yes. And basically, he says like he would love to go get more, but it's the greenbelt's just it's too much for him. He wouldn't make it back.
Mm-hmm.
And for what it's worth, the green belt, for the most part, refers to the very green area here.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous.
Mhm.
It's a den of thieves, cutthroats, brigands.
And at points, the thieves aren't the only thing you have to worry about. Yes. There's more than just that.
Catch you guys later.
Yep. See you, man.
Have a good
Evan.
shift, man.
Good luck.
Well, that was fun.
So, with that being said, I need to make a 4-man? It's kind of wrong. I'll just if I leave it at this right now. So, with that being said, this is a great place to stop, actually. And we will carry on our travels to Oleg's next week. And get you carrying on. For what it's worth, you guys get another 100 experience for tonight.
Nice. And Davis, I don't mean to be a pain, but I'm gonna be a pain. I was trying to write on the map both Oleg's and Fangberry,
Yeah.
but it won't let me write on the map.
You should be able to.
I thought I should too.
This game is so bad.
Well, let me click on the right thing first. It looks like I should be able to, but it's every time I like. Can one of y'all write on the map, or is
Probably
it just
not,
me?
no.
That...
I don't even know how to write on the normal
Bye,
5th
thanks
edition.
Oh,
everybody for
oh.
watching. Goodbye.
I don't even